Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about one more IAG issue. Recently, one of my student raised one concern. So in his project, he is not able to see IAG related tiles. He is having IAG access, but some tiles are missing in his access. So he raised a concern about that. So today we just going to discuss about what is that issue. So why the tiles are missing. So some tiles are missing in his IAG dashboard. So what tiles are missing? So whenever you missed any tiles on the launchpad, on his IAG access or whatever it is, these are the Fury tiles. So whenever any tile is missing in his launchpad, usually what we feel like there are some access issue. Some roles are missing from my profile. So actually that is not an issue. So he faced the issue. I assign the roles, but where are the access request tiles and where are the PAM related tiles? So both the tiles are missing. So why these tiles are missing? This is not an issue with the roles. So first we have to remember this is not an issue with the roles. The reality is it's likely not a bug. It's your edition. Because in IAG coming with the two editions. One is the enterprise edition and another one is the integration edition. So which edition you are currently using? First we have to identify which edition you are currently using. How you identify which edition you are currently using? By using your URL. So your IAG URL. In your IAG URL, if it is having ee.cfapps, that means it's an enterprise edition. You can call it as an enterprise edition or as a standard edition. That's a full suite of IAG. In case if your URL contains intg.cfapps, that means you are having the integration edition. So there are two flavors of IAG. One is the enterprise edition and another one is the integration edition. So according to URL, you have to identify which edition currently you are using. Suppose I have one IAG with me. So I have one IAG access with me. So let me log in. If you can observe in my IAG URL, you can see this is ee.cfapps. That means I have the enterprise edition of IAG. So by looking at the URL, you can easily identify what version of what flavor of IAG that you are using. So here I am using an enterprise edition. Enterprise edition is nothing but a full suite. So what's the difference between this enterprise edition and the integration edition? And not only from the URL, you can identify this edition by looking at the role collection. So in any way, you know that BTP, we have a role collection topic. If you have IAG in your sub account, your role collections will start with a CIAG. So if in case you can see the role like this CIAG underscore super underscore admin, that means you are using an enterprise edition. Suppose if I go to my sub account, so this is my sub account. So in this sub account, so you can see this is one of the role collections, CAAG underscore super admin. That means I have a enterprise edition. So by looking at the role collection also, you can identify whether it's an enterprise edition or it's an integration edition. So if you have this role name, then you have an enterprise edition. Suppose you have any role that is containing CAAG underscore INT, that is starting with the CAAG underscore INT, that means you have an integration edition. So by looking at the URL, you can identify, or by looking at the role collection, you can identify what flavor of IAG that currently you are using. And what is the main difference between this enterprise edition and this integration edition? So enterprise edition, it's a full suite, and integration edition is just like a connector. It's not just a connector, it's more than that, but it's not a full suite. So we'll see that what are the major differences between these two editions. So first one is access request. So access request that is available only in the enterprise edition. In integration edition, the access request option is not available. So integration edition is nothing but that is connected with the GRC. So access request should be submitted from the GRC itself. Only the provisioning part will be taken care by IAG. So this IAG integration part will take care about only the provisioning part. You don't get a full functionality like you can raise an access request here. So only the provisioning part will be taken care in the integration edition. At the same time, access certification. So this module entirely is not available in your integration edition. So it is available fully on only on your enterprise edition. Similarly, PAM, privilege access management. So this is also completely available only in the enterprise module, enterprise edition, and it's not available in your integration set. So these are the major differences between the enterprise edition and the integration edition. So you can see, suppose if you are migrating from GRC access control to the cloud, ensure your BTP sub-account is provisioned for the enterprise edition, or your automation goals will hit a wall. So if you are migrating from GRC to enterprise, GRC to cloud, then you have to end up with the enterprise edition. If you want to continue with the GRC, then extension to the GRC, you can use this integration edition. Integration edition. It's just a bridge. It's just a bridge. No standalone capabilities. It is having more capabilities. Here, this bridge doesn't have a more number of capabilities. So this is the thing that we have to use. This is the thing that we have to use. And not only this one, I want to show you one more thing. So the pricing part as well. So this is the enterprise edition, nothing but your standard edition. This is your integration edition of IAG. This is the SAP official portal. You can see that information. So in the standard edition, you can see the price is around some 9,000 USD. And integration edition, it is around some 2,000 USD. So 2000 USD. So integration edition is cheaper. Why? Because here you don't have much features. So there is limited features in the integration edition. But in the standard edition, you have all features. You can see all the features are available here. Only for the integration edition, you can see not included. Privileged access management not included. Access certification is not included. Access request management is partially available. So partially available, not fully. Only for the provisioning part it is available. Only the provisioning part it is available. So you can see the price difference clearly. So this is the full suite and this is the integration suite. So these are the major difference between enterprise edition and integration edition. So we are about to start a new batch on these topics, BTP, IAG and GRC. If anyone is interested, please do let me know. We can discuss about that one. Thank you for watching my video. Take care.